Midnight music. Midnight music. Midnight music. Midnight music. Midnight music. Midnight music. Midnight music.
By the way, I did watch the Yanks win today too while I was at work. It was great.
Oh, Giancarlo and Stanton with his Giancarlo and Stanton, yeah, same person.
Same person, yeah.
Giancarlo and Aaron Judge hitting his 29th home run.
Yeah, they're like the
Dude,
new Bass brothers.
Him having 2 walk-offs in 4 days made me so hard. Pitched a tent in my neighbor's apartment across the street. Hello, internet. Hello. Oh,
Yeah,
hey,
there I am.
there you are.
That was weird. Well, am I here? Nope.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. My video's off, isn't it?
Yeah, you're frozen.
That's weird. All right.
You're frozen, but I'm still here, baby.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix this real quick.
Good thing we haven't guessed. Having more technical difficulties like last year.
Yeah, right? This is going to be our new thing now. We try to go live for Money for the Marks and it just fucks up. Here's my video. What's going on, video? Activate.
I can see it now.
You can see me now?
Yeah, I got you. You're black on the YouTube though, but I see you in Skype.
Oh, you see me in Skype? All right, hold on. I know what I need to do. Okay. Because of deactivated in Skype. Okay.
Yeah, because usually I don't see you in Skype, and I see you in the box in the middle.
All right, so I'm gonna get off and then reactivate on OBS and then bring you back on Skype. You'll just hold on a sec.
Okay. All right.
God, internet is screwing up everywhere, guys. All right, hold on a second, folks. Let's see if we can get back to this and activate. There we go. All right, we're gonna bring back Will in right now in about 3, 2. I swear to God, if Will does not answer his call. I'm literally calling him right now. He's not answering the phone. I'm on. Alright, let's try this again. Will. This might end up being a one-man show this week. Ain't that something? Let's move on to Twitter, make sure everybody knows we're live. Kind of. MITB Ladder pre-shows. We're figuring out the technical difficulties here at Kings of the Rings podcast. It is Money for the Marks, and this just happens to be our shindig right now. So give me a moment as I try to bring in people. What the hell, dude? Oh. Took you long enough.
Decided to freeze up on me.
Oh, so it's a Skype issue.
Yeah, I'm watching the YouTube, and I'm like, I'm calling you. I'm like, I can't see anything. There's no call here. I'm like yelling at you, and I know you can't hear me.
It's talking into the abyss.
Yeah, so like my Skype was frozen, so I tried to go to Task Manager to close it out, but it's like there was no version of it open. So I opened it, closed it in Task Manager, and then opened it again, and it was, I don't know, it was weird. I couldn't click anything.
That is kind of weird. But whatever. It looks like we're good now.
Yeah.
Okay. We are definitely very, very good. Let's tag some people. And make sure they're on. I'll shoot this evening. So as I'm doing now, I was on Instagram last night and I saw Balor Club guys talking about he's on a farewell tour, and I'm like, where the fuck are you going?
What does that mean?
He's like, apparently he's like taking a break from going to shows.
Oh, he's broke.
Oh, and yeah, inflation probably got to him too.
Yeah, he has no money. That's what that means. Hey, man, you and me both. My farewell tour was a few years ago, so if it makes us feel any better.
Until you came back at Survivor Series.
I did, but I'm not going. I don't know when my next wrestling show is going to be.
Survivor Series Boston.
I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I got that. That'll be like a few weeks after 2 weddings in October. So I just, I don't know. SummerSlam's in July. So I was gonna say, I'm going to.
That's in Nashville. Yeah.
I did book a flight to Nashville. Though. Actually, well, Jazz booked my flight to Nashville, going Labor Day weekend.
Oh well, yeah. You're gonna be way past that.
Yeah.
Way past that.
We're going for a whole week.
Jesus. Hopefully K's internet will be done by then, unless I'm going to be looking at new co-hosts.
It'll be you and Freckles.
Me, Freckles, and Frets.
You, Freckles, and Frets.
Frets.
What a crew.
That is a crew galore, I'm not going to lie. Oh, man. Oh, so Kay's all on board for Summer Slack?
I do love Summer Slack. I'm not gonna lie, I totally forgot we discussed Summer Slack.
Yeah, I don't think Slack has figured out that we talked about Summer Slack. Which is the best part about
That's fine. He's in for quite a surprise.
it. I have been having a hard time finding that logo that WWE used because it's like cursive.
Oh, he's got to Google the font. Let me see if I can find it.
It's like Western, but it's also the way that it's shaped as well. It's an interesting shape.
SummerSlam font. Oh, okay, that's the old one.
Yeah. It's hard to find. Not hard, but it's annoying. I'll put it that way. It's annoying.
Yeah, you need someone who knows typography.
Yeah.
Which I do not.
Neither do I.
But it's such a pretty logo.
It is. The graphics are really fun too.
It needs to be like an app where you can just put in a picture and it'll tell you what font it is.
Oh, there needs to be. That'd be amazing.
And I don't know how. Well, I guess you would just scrum the internet probably, because unless the font is in the metadata of the image, which it might be. That's
I'd be fucking lucky.
That's the only way I could really see it being possible.
That'd be really hard.
I'll call Nash. He'll know. If not, his brothers will know. His brothers are
Be
fucking
like,
geniuses.
find this logo for us.
No. Build the app to find the logo for us. To find the fonts.
To find the font. Because usually I just take it from like the font.com, but I couldn't find anything.
How do you
Found so close.
like? How do you create a font?
It's a lot of coding. It's a lot of coding. I just don't have the time for. Sometimes I wish I would have gone into like coding, but I'm just like, that's just a lot.
It is, but it's getting easier.
True.
And two, it's becoming more accessible.
Yeah.
Like coding and HTML, like it's not necessarily difficult. It's just if you get one character wrong, the whole thing will not work.
Yeah. Because you got to go by rules of like logic and conditionals and all that shit.
Yeah, like if you like, it's gonna sound stupid to say, but if you know what you're doing, it's not hard. Which, duh. But like if you understand it, like even at like a regular level, like it doesn't really get like once you know it doesn't get harder.
Yeah. I compare it to like people who are in accounting. Once you know how to account, it's really not that hard.
Yeah. They're just learning loopholes and seeing how much money you can get out of people. Once you get that down, forget about it.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, so what'd you think of the finale of Obi-Wan?
I liked it. I was like, wow, y'all travel really fast. But I dug it.
I don't know why, but when Obi-Wan finally like morphed up and started throwing rocks at Vader, I thought it was the funniest thing in the world.
It was pretty silly. He's gonna throw rocks at each other.
like fucking children.
Like one of the best, like one of the most valid critiques I've seen is just like Obi-Wan didn't like. He's right back where he started.
Yep.
When the end of episode Revenge of the Sith and the end of Obi-Wan, nothing really changes. You know what I mean? Like he's right back where he was.
All he knows is that Anakin's dead.
Yeah.
But he already kind of knew that.
You know what makes you want to do exactly? He already thought he was dead, and now it's like, oh, he's dead. So now he's right back in Tatooine, doing his training he should be doing the whole time, after thinking he killed Vader. It's just like, it was just a little like weird. It's like, okay, the whole arc of the story is, right back where you started.
But now he's confirmed that he didn't kill Vader. I did like the switching of the voices between Ewan McGregor and between Hayden,
James Earl Jones and
Hayden Christensen. Yeah,
dude, that was just badass. I mean,
that fight was amazing too.
I want to go rewatch the original trilogy and see it, like specifically the Obi-Wan scenes, and be like, oh, that makes more sense. Because the whole from a certain point of view thing, I was just like, oh, you clever bastard, you wordsmith. I see your point now.
Yeah, I do want to see the Obi-Wan stuff again, see what they tied in. I mean, they obviously tied in the little plane.
Yeah, that was cool too.
I
noticed that immediately. I was like, oh, that's cool. It's like,
also, I didn't
Darth Vader destroyed your father. What I said was true. A certain point of view. Hey, motherfucker, he said it himself.
Yeah. I also like how we got to see that Beru or whatever her name was apparently a badass.
Oh, Aunt Beru? I think we should leave. She's like, oh, fuck that. I got
Get the guns. Get the guns. What? We have guns?
A little weird.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, but it was cool. But my only thing is, like, what the fuck happens to Reva? She's just, like, walking around, chilling?
Dude, they should have just killed... I mean, honestly, dude, they should have just killed her. And the last episode is just a giant lightsaber duel. Like, come on now.
Yeah, like, her whole thing of chasing Luke didn't really serve a purpose except to kind of fill time.
Yeah, it was just filler for the last episode.
But her story has to end somewhere.
I mean, the show was a Vader show with an Obi-Wan name. The show was all about Vader, dude. Like, it was all about Vader.
And how petty and vengeful he is.
Yeah. Although Palpatine going, hey, maybe you should just forget about it. And he's just like, yeah, you're right. A little abrupt. That Vader.
He called him out. He pretty much called him out for being a piece. Like, yo, you're a fucking pussy. He's like, I'm not a pussy.
Yeah.
You're my only commander. You don't throw rocks at me. You're not a big meanie like Obi-Wan is.
Yeah.
That's what I got from it.
Pretty much. Palpatine is pretty much did reverse psychology, and Vader's so dumb it worked.
It's like, yo, you're getting soft on me? No.
I mean, cause when they first in the earlier episodes, I was like, how are they gonna do that? How are they gonna make Vader just not go after Obi-Wan anymore? It's like, he just doesn't care. Palpatine's just like, hey, I see you.
Don't you do this anymore.
I smell a weakness, my young Padawan.
You little weak there, Vader? Got a little hole in your armor there, Vader?
Your dick not work, Vader? Huh? Your dick not work? Do you still have a dick? I don't know. I don't really want to find out. Does Darth Vader have a dick?
And then obviously, Liam Neeson at the end. Is it Liam Neeson?
Yeah, Liam Neeson.
I was like, hey, Qui-Gon. He's like, where have you been?
They weren't ready.
Let's go. I have a certain set of skills I want to teach you.
I thought that was great. I was like, that was clever.
Oh, man. I always forget he played Qui-Gon because I was like, you look nothing like when you played Qui-Gon from like 20 or so years ago.
Yeah, dude, he just turned 70. Liam Neeson did.
Did he really?
Yeah, he just turned 70.
Yo, do you want to feel? Do you see what Mick Foley posted the other day?
No.
I'll read it to you. It's great. So let me find it on the Twitter sphere.
He accidentally leaked Noel's nudes. Why did he have them? Hey man, it's a weird family.
Could you imagine?
No.
Frank the Clown would be so sad.
No, he's the one who sent him the Foley.
Yeah, right. Where is it? Okay. So Mick Foley wrote yesterday. He goes, 24 years ago today, what were you doing on June 28th, 1998? I was taking flight lessons courtesy of The Undertaker.
That's why that was the anniversary the other day.
He goes, thanks all of you who have shared this magic moment of time and made it an iconic part of wrestling history. 24 years ago, Foley got thrown off the Hell in a Cell.
It's still my favorite match to show people.
Oh yeah, it's a great wrestling without context.
Yeah, it's just, what the fuck am I watching? And how is this person alive? Honestly, dude, I tell people wrestling's real. I show them that match, and I think it's even more fake because like no one could survive that. It's like, but he did. What's under the ring? Wood. What's under that table? Concrete. Those thumbtacks? Yes.
Yes. All of it is real.
Is that really his tooth? Honestly, we don't know.
We don't know how it got there.
Thing in his nose?
Yeah, supposedly his tooth. He's going on tour in Australia.
Interesting.
For his comedy stick, yeah.
Dolph Ziggler's opening for him.
Yeah, is he really?
No. Could you imagine?
No.
I don't know. Dolph Ziggler tried comedy.
He's done a couple stand. I would go watch the show.
I'd watch Mick.
Yeah, but Dolph Ziggler open. I'm not that bad. I wouldn't be that bad.
Dude, I'll watch Dolph Ziggler at an open mic. All right, I'm not paying to see Dolph Ziggler do comedy, or I will pay to see Dolph Ziggler headline for someone else I want. Open for someone else I want to see.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If he's opening up for Mick, I'd be like, I'd go see Dolph open up for Mick.
I would go see Dolph open up for Mick. I just boo him. Oh, where's AJ Lee? Oh, you're not even funnier than Amy Schumer.
Let's see. Ooh, R. Kelly sentenced to 30 years in a Brooklyn federal court.
Mine's telling him no.
No, it was also for racketeering.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's what they really get you for.
Racketeering and sex trafficking.
Yeah, dude. He'll probably see the rest of his life in a jail cell.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, can't say you don't deserve it, but goddamn it, Bump and Grind's still a fucking tune.
I will still bump the remix to Ignition. I don't care what anybody says.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's a great fucking song.
You can hate the artist, but not the art. Trapped in the Closet is still a 33-piece rap opera, and I will hear nothing else from anybody. And it's still hilarious. Everyone has AIDS.
I think I only got to chapter 10.
I think I got to like 23, and I couldn't find the other 10. I looked them all online. I got like 1 through 23 or something.
All right, so here's what we also got. He was ordered to pay a $100,000 fine. He's been in jail since 2019. He also faces separate charges of child porn and obstruction of justice in a federal case in Chicago, where the trial is set for August 1st. So yeah, he's done.
Dude, he's you know how like Johnny Cash went to prison, not went to prison, but performed out of prison. Mm-hmm. R. Kelly's gonna do the exact same thing. He's gonna release an album from prison, doing concerts from prison for cigarettes. Yeah, I can't wait, dude. The resurgence of R. Kelly's music career is gonna be incredible from the can.
It's gonna go platinum.
Oh yeah.
R. Kelly right from Supermax.
Live from the cell, dude.
Oh my god.
It's really dark in here at night. Why is it so dark here at night? The pillow's not even comfy.
Oh man.
Fucking R. Kelly, dude. What an asshole.
So good music. He believed he could fly, though.
Yeah,
Believe you could touch
right
the
into a
sky.
minor. He flew right into a minor.
Well, he did marry Aaliyah when she was 15.
Yikes.
Matt Ritter's fucking with you on this chat.
What we got
It's
here?
great.
I hope
He
I hope
said,
it says never sing again.
no, he says somehow every time I tune in, Will gets wider and wider.
Oh, Ritter, wait until you see this bullshit. All right, look at that. Look at that burn right there, dude. Feel the burn. That's a farmer's tan you can be proud of.
Oh my god, that is.
Dude,
That is
let's see if I can get my
fantastic
foot up
farmers.
here.
Oh wow, look at all up in there. That's gonna get us some views.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna get us a lot of views. You guys are wondering, DK Murphy is their internet's down.
Eddie Kingston strikes again.
Yeah, right. So, without further ado, it's 8 o'clock, so it's time to get our actual show started. So, Matt Ritter, you better fucking stay on, dude.
Yeah, where you commenting from? Do it on YouTube so I can read it. Oh, it's on Twitch.
It's still on the stream too.
Oh,
but
I know. Okay, fine. But it's easy if I just go to Twitch. It's a little blurry on the screen. I'll go to Twitch.
That's true. I can read it from my end, so we'll see how it goes. But let's convert over to the main show and everything. You ready?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, let's do it, man.
Alright.
Didn't know chicken legs were on the menu tonight. Wow, Ritter's got jokes.
Yeah, he always got jokes. He always got jokes. But it's okay. I laugh at some of them. I laugh at the ones that are funny.
Touche.
All right, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Midnight music.
Coming up this week on Kings of the Rings podcast, it's one of our signature shows of the year as we go all in and see who will eventually cash in by winning this year's Money in the Bank ladder matches. We also take a look back at an impressive AEW and NJPW Forbidden Door pay-per-view as we begin to open our own door on our 300 episode shenanigans, which is coming up in about 2 weeks. So let's all forget how to climb a ladder for a bit and listen into this year's episode of Money for the Marks by Kings of the Rings podcast exclusively on Wrestle Addict Radio, and it starts right now. So K Murphy's here with us in spirit, kind of.
Oh, yeah. There they are.
There they are.
With
you
a
know.
shirt that's clearly too big for them. Love it.
It fits. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 298 of Kings of the Rings podcast. 2 episodes away from 300. It is our annual Money for the Marks episode. Don't ask us what number it is. We totally screwed it up for the past 3 years. Yeah. So, be it as it may, it is Money for the Marks where we talk about all things Money in the Bank. It's one of our favorite pay-per-views, our premium live events of the year. So we're going to go deep dive into that. We're also going to talk about some upcoming real life events in the real world, not in the wrestling world, but you guys can potentially be a part of. And yeah, Forbidden Door is actually really good. So it is me, King Ricky Rose, along with Willie T. K. Murphy got struck by no internet because I don't know what happened. But Will, how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm hanging in there, taking it one day at a time. What do you want me to do?
Get a tan? A better tan?
I can try that.
Yeah, you can, valiant effort.
A for effort. But yeah, dude, there's a lot going on in my world.
Usually you add something to all.
Oh, no, that's all I got. That's all I got.
Oh,
That's all I
okay.
got. There's a lot
Just
going
a lot
on.
going on.
A lot going on.
Just 2 months to even name. But anyway, folks, it is our 298th episode of King Dreams Podcast, Money for the Marks. I might have to use this logo that I put up as our generic logo for this show, like every year. Like, I kind of designed to be like, let's just make this the logo every year and kind of just change the background and whatnot. But anywho, folks, we're going to talk about all things Money in the Bank. But before we do, obviously, it's the final week of June. And if you're going to be listening to this tomorrow, it's the final day of June. And we are still going to be putting up for sale our Protect Trans Live merchandise, which has been on sale the entire month of June during Pride Month. As you can see, K. Murphy is representing us and their merchandise that they actually designed themselves at New York City Pride 2022, if you're watching on the stream. 100% of the proceeds of the sales of this merchandise, which not only comes in tie-dye, but also comes in regular solid colors in t-shirts and tank tops. 100% of the proceeds for that merchandise will be donated to the National Center for Transgender Equality, which fights for the equal rights of our transgender individuals within the United States. So there is a link in our bio. I think it's the first link in the description of this show, or you can click on one of our bios. We're on our social media to purchase your merchandise. It's going to be until probably for the next 2 weeks or so. And as you can see, judging by K. Murphy's picture, it looks like it's fits pretty well. It's actually one of our better designs that we've ever done on tie-dye.
Oh yeah,
I really do like how it turned out.
Yeah, it's very pretty. Very colorful.
Yes, very, very colorful. So moving on to some other events. Our 300th episode is coming up in 2 weeks. And so we decided, what the hell are we going to do? Because we've done special guests. We had people calling for the 100th episode. We had Dave came back for 200. 250, we were kind of like, yeah, it's a thing.
It was a thing. It's just, fucking whatever.
So for 300, we figured we've been doing this for almost, 5-6 years now, if we really want to be serious a little.
For me, 7.
Yeah. And so we figured there's a lot of things that we kind of just sweep under the table and don't really tell you about. Well, no more, folks. Episode 300 will be named The Dark Side of the Kings, where we will be telling any and everything that you might want to hear, or that you might have heard, or that have been rumors about, pertaining to us, pertaining to the show. That and a whole bunch of shit. We are going to spill it all, talking about the show, talking about some controversies that have happened on the show, what led to people coming in, what led to people leaving, what led to some special guests not even showing up at one point. We are going to put it all out on the table. It will not be...
Guess we regret? I can think of one.
We're going to put it all out on the table. We're going to look at some input from you guys. So we're going to put on the hashtag KOTR300. Use that on social media to post your questions to us. We're going to try to answer all of them. And if you guys are going to be on the stream when we go live, you can also put questions up there as well. And I will tell you, we will not be doing this alone. We will be having a special guest come back for episode 300. And that special guest will be revealed next week.
Oh yeah, y'all can ask me anything. I am an open book unless I don't want to.
Oh yeah,
but I reserve the right to say fuck you. But that's when I showed myself in preschool. It's quite the story.
Yeah, so it's going to be a very interesting episode. We may have to talk to some people. Be like, all right, you're going to hear some shit about us you haven't heard before.
You could definitely hear some shit. That is a fact.
Mm-hmm.
I do like to talk shit. It's kind of what I do.
Yeah, we might go into a deep dive about a lot of stuff. So that's going to be happening in 2 weeks. Also, in 2 weeks as well, the day after our Dark Side of the Kings 300th episode, Kings of the Rings podcast and Wrestling Radio in association, Kings of the Rings podcast in association with Wrestling Radio, is going to be, pretty much me. I'm going to be hosting Pro Wrestling Trivia at the Ugly Duckling in Rockville Center. Where I'm going to actually be creating the trivia, which I haven't done yet, but I'll be creating a 25-question pro wrestling trivia covering WWE, AEW, NJPW, everything in between. What's up?
I got a question for you.
What?
Who won the first Royal Rumble? Everyone who's not a casual, everyone who is a casual fan is gonna get that fucking question wrong. I guarantee you.
Yeah, the first Royal Rumble winner was Hacksaw
Jim Duggan.
Ho!
That's a good trivia question because everyone knows the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, not many people know who won the first, or who won the largest is Alberto Del Rio.
Oh God, you don't gotta ask that.
Actually, no, the greatest Royal Rumble is the largest Royal Rumble. That was Braun Strowman.
The green frugal belt.
It was a nice belt.
It was a nice belt. I'll give you that.
It just didn't go anywhere. Anyway, folks, the Ugly Duckling in Rockville Center on Long Island, New York, Thursday, July 13th, starting at 7:30 p.m. I'm going to be hosting Pro Wrestling Trivia, representing Kings of the Rings podcast as well as Wrestling Radio. The winner that night of our Pro Wrestling Trivia will be getting 2 tickets to Monday Night Raw at Madison Square Garden at the end of July, the Monday before they go to Nashville for SummerSlam. So it'll be the Madison Square Garden go home show for SummerSlam. Tickets are almost sold out, so I'm going to be grabbing tickets for you guys. And if Will can attest to this, or anybody who's ever gone to a wrestling event with me, I know how to pick good seats.
Bro. Ricky is the best person to travel with. Like, I'm not gonna lie, dude. You are an excellent person. You just know everything.
It's a lot of extensive research. So if you're in the New York, New Jersey, if you're in the tri-state area of New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and you want to make your way down to Long Island to the Ugly Duckling for Pro Wrestling Trivia in 2 weeks, come on down. We're giving away tickets to Monday Night Raw at MSG. You might want to consider it, especially if you're a real wrestling fan, because there's wrestling events in other places. Then there's wrestling at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, you should live stream it, bro. Live stream the trivia.
If I can find a way to do that, I'll have to fiddle with stuff like this week and next week, at the bar. But we'll see what happens. So we're gonna be.
How new is this? How new is this bar?
Less than a year.
Did it replace Parlay?
No, it replaced Breakfast Club. Parlay got replaced by the Ainsworth.
No, I knew that. No shit. Yeah, there's an Ainsworth, I think, in Hoboken.
Yeah, so this is the third Ugly Duckling in the past 3 years or so.
I like the logo.
There's one in Long Beach. There's one in New York City, which has a crazy ass boozy brunch on the weekends, and this one is the newest one in Rockwell Center.
Yo, I gotta check this menu real quick.
It's not. I mean, yeah. I'm telling you, the food's good and legit. So, Will, if you're feeling froggy and want to come down, you might as well.
Yo, when is it? It's on a Thursday, you said?
It's a Thursday, yeah.
Dude, if the traffic getting out of Long Island wasn't so bad at all times of the night, I would do it. Dude, it would literally take me 45 minutes to get from the bridge from Brooklyn through the Holland Tunnel.
You could also take the train, you can take the Rockwell Center, it's 2 blocks away from the train station.
That's true.
It's up to you. I'll be around and in the air, but yes, Ugly Duckling Pro Wrestling Trivia in 2 weeks. We're giving away tickets to Monday Night Raw at MSG. It's gonna be a great fucking time. So, moving on to before we get into Money in the Bank, let's talk about Forbidden Door. And Will, you actually watched the pay-per-view for the most part? Is that correct?
I did. I watched all of it. This menu looks delicious. Probably shouldn't eat it when I'm a little hungry. I get hangry in a second.
Yeah. So you watched the whole thing. How long was the show?
I think it was 4 hours.
Maybe, okay, so they cut down from the last
maybe
one.
A little under. I think.
Okay.
I think a little under.
Okay, so reasonable.
Yeah. It was like a regular pay-per-view. I mean, it's a great show. The show was very, very well done. The crowd was hot for absolutely everything.
Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, I think the pay-per-view was a huge success. I was a little hesitant because it's I don't know most of these wrestlers, but I don't think you had to. I think Kevin Kelly did a good job on commentary to fill in the gaps.
I saw that they brought Kevin Kelly and did a joint broadcast booth, which is a good thing because also, number one, Kevin Kelly is a fantastic commentator.
Great commentator.
He really
he wasn't great in the 90s, but goddamn it, he's great now.
Yeah, he really got better as he aged. I mean, when he was in WWE, he was like a backstage person. He was just getting his feet wet essentially.
Yeah.
But he's been doing New Japan for a very long time. And he's the American commentator after I think JR left to do AEW. So Kevin Kelly is great. He's very descriptive and he knows how to really encapsulate a whole wrestler's character.
Yeah.
For somebody who's never watched NJPW.
Yeah.
You watch Wrestle Kingdom, Kevin Kelly's great about telling you the backstory and what they're all about and all of that stuff. He's very good at his job and he's a perfect fit for NJPW.
No, couldn't say it better myself.
Yeah.
I love seeing Claudio. He looks great. Him and I don't like Zack Sabre Jr. because that style of wrestling is just boring to me.
Let's talk about Claudio. Claudio Castagnoli, aka Cesaro, is now all elites.
But they put on a great match. This styles match, dude. Cesaro had this spot where I think Zack Sabre has him in submission. Cesaro just lifts him up, carries him out of the ring. He goes through the ropes, still carrying him on the floor, picks him up, walks up the steps, and then throws him in the ring. It's fucking crazy.
Cesaro's pound for pound the strongest person in wrestling.
How strong that guy is. They put on a great match. It was great seeing him. The crowd went nuts. Commentary went nuts. Like, I'm excited to see what he gets in Blood and Guts tonight. So good for him. Very happy for him. He's going to be very, very successful. It was a great night to be a former WWE guy.
Seriously. I feel like the little faction Regal's building is probably the most dominant faction in all of wrestling right now. That Battle Club.
Yeah. Yeah, they got the interim title.
Yeah.
They got Claudio.
They got the ROH Pure champion.
You got Wheeler Yuta, which they're very high on.
Yeah, that's the ROH Pure champion.
And whatever. And the crowd loves them. The crowd loves some Wheeler Yuta.
Yeah.
Like them and Hook, and you'd have a kid. It's gonna be the most over person ever.
So other highlights, obviously, Jon Moxley beat Tanahashi, right? Yeah, he beat Tanahashi.
Of course, he was bloodied.
Of course, someone's got to take the Cody spot and get bloodied up. I'm interested to see how that clash of styles went too, as well.
It was fun. They beat the fuck out of each other,
as they should. Tanahashi's not one to fuck with.
It was much better than what Punk's match would have been. I think.
I probably agree with that.
I like Moxley's style better. I like his grit and toughness, and like I feel like he's in a bar fight all the time. Like he wrestles like he's drunk, and I know he's not. I shouldn't say it, but that's a compliment, which is a weird thing to say to an alcoholic. But he wrestles like he's drunk in a bar fight. It's the most entertaining thing ever.
Yeah, but hey, good for him. He's the interim champ. We're gonna get Punk Moxley, which should be very interesting.
Yeah, whenever CM Punk's ready, I like the interim title. I like it a lot. I love it.
Do you?
I think it's a great idea.
I think with the way that it panned out, it's going to work for AEW. Like, the only time WWE does an interim title is when they did a storyline of, like, Punk left. But that was, like, storyline that really didn't fizzle out because he didn't leave for too long.
Yeah. He had a week.
Yeah.
It was literally a fucking week.
Yeah. I mean, if Punk is legit injured and he's gone for a while, like, let Punk leave for a long time.
Exactly. Let him take his time. Let Moxley run. All CM Punk has to do is hit the ring with his belt and a piece of paper.
Yeah, and show up. Yeah, show up in like September.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
And
it's
hell, show up in October.
Dude, the bigger Moxley's run is with this interim title, the bigger the return is for CM Punk.
Correct. Yeah, it's done
interim title in wrestling is such a fucking win-win.
If you do it correctly,
as long as it's not like 3 weeks, right?
Yeah.
It's just like, I mean, even if it is 3 weeks, it's fine. But like you have the opportunity to do it. Like interim title I think should be. I know they did it. They used to do it with the TNT title. I think it should be reserved for the main title, and it should be used sparingly.
Yeah, I think you reserve for like of all the titles in any wrestling organization. Your main title always has to be shown. Like, cause that's your person. Essentially. I mean, I get you get your lower tier card, but like your main world title, whatever it is, has to be on every week.
Of course.
So no matter what.
Especially if you have 2 of them on one guy.
Yeah. So I agree that the interim probably should be reserved for the major titles and not the mid cards or anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah. If you strip the U.S. champion, oh no.
Yeah.
Who's the U.S. Oh yeah, Theory. I love Austin Theory though. He's doing great.
Yeah, I think you strip the mid card champions, but there always has to be an interim no matter what.
Yeah, I agree.
And
the interim just works better than it's a new champion.
You know why interim works in this stand? I wish WWE would probably do more of this. Is that CM Punk didn't get injured in storyline. He got injured like legit.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, we could strip you, but then like, you're gonna come back and be like, "Where's my shot at title?" So like, how about you just remain champion? It's a UFC approach almost.
Yeah, that's what UFC does. Like if if there's a title fight, and say like the guy's injured in camp like 2 weeks before.
Yeah.
They'll just throw another guy in and put it for the interim title.
Yeah. And then you unify them at a later point when both of them are healthy.
Yeah, and if you give the guy a few months, the winner, like sometimes a few weeks rest, and they go back into camp for a few months.
Yeah.
So yeah, UFC is pretty fucking wild, but it's the same concept.
Yeah, but I like the idea. Like, let's for like if Roman by chance got like here's what they could have done in WWE. Roman got injured, right? You could have named an interim in Roman's place. Could have, but Roman still remained on TV for as much as he could.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with Roman. I'm still not fully convinced that he's injured or still injured.
It's either injured or they're giving him like the Brock contract treatment.
Maybe he just needed time off.
Which, I mean, the guy's been running crazy for like, what, 600 fucking days?
Yeah. I mean, as long as he's back for SummerSlam, I think after SummerSlam he'll be back week to week.
Yeah.
His SmackDown is on. I haven't watched SmackDown in a few weeks.
Yeah. Ronda can't carry a show.
Raw's been great. I didn't get to watch Raw this week, but Raw has been very entertaining for this guy.
Yeah, we're gonna get to all of that, but congratulations to Moxie interim champion.
Good for you, Mox. You deserve it.
Also, congratulations to FTR winning the IWGP Tag Champions. They now hold the ROH Tag Championships, the AAA Tag Team Championships, and now the IWGP Tag Team Champions. They've also won the NXT Tag Championships. They've also won. Were the Raw and SmackDowns unified at the time, or were they split?
They were split.
I mean, they were split.
They were split.
So they've won some iteration of WWE Tag Team Championship. These guys are Tag Team Championship masters wherever they go, and they need to start being in the conversation of greatest tag teams of all time.
I agree. Also, because these are two guys, as long as they're together, should never go back to WWE. Ever.
They don't need to anymore.
They don't need to, and two, they're more over on the indies. They're never going to be this over in WWE. Ever.
Which is crazy, because I remember NXT run, I'm like, these guys are unbelievable.
Yeah.
Because you know what it is? They are they have such a creative mind for tag team wrestling.
Yeah, they're really good at it.
Yeah. They're so creative. It's not even like their move, like the Shatter Machine or whatever they're calling it now, is one of the greatest tag team finishers ever. Like, I love that finisher. But it's the way that they'll like do these blind tags, or the way that they'll stop you from getting a pin or a victory or something like that. It's just, they are very crafty in how they maneuver those smaller spots. Mm-hmm. But it helps to tell a bigger story. Mm-hmm. And congratulations to them. I really feel it's a shame that they have the AAA Tag Champions. I'm like, just give them back to Mexico, guys. Come on, guys. Please.
You got to drop something.
Yeah. I forgot they had them until I saw the picture after. I was like, oh, they won the AAAs?
It's like I'm trying to compare them to another team, and I can't think of one.
Road Warriors? Or you mean in style?
Both. Just like how over they are, their accomplishments, and I guess who they and their style. I guess, yeah, Road Warriors.
It'd have to be Road Warriors. I would say with Dudley Boys, the Dudley Boys had more of a hard-hitting bar fight style.
Yeah. Okay, Road Warriors. Yeah, I think that's totally comparable. So you can't even say like Horsemen, like Arn and Tully, because I don't know anything about Arn and Tully, but
no, I think they're more Road Warriors. I mean, but I remember
they don't get the Road Warrior pop though.
No one gets the Road Warrior pop. I think we were at the NXT Live event is when I think you first noticed, but they actually do split the ring in half.
Yeah, they do. They're really good at it. They say that on TV a lot too.
Mm-hmm. Because you can literally create a line in the middle of the ring, and they will, and whenever they're in control on the offense, that person will not cross that line. If you are really like a student of a game and like that technical shit, it's beautiful to watch.
Yeah, it's heat.
Yeah, it's heat. It's crafty. It's crafty. These guys are just so fucking good at what they do.
Dude, if I ever get a chance to interview a wrestler, like if I ever get a chance to interview Eddie Kingston again, one question I'd ask is be like, do you watch wrestling different than us fans? Like, do you see something that the rest of us
does.
Like the rest of us just don't see? like, can you see them calling spots or something like them cutting off the ring that kind of gives away the secret of the game that isn't this publicly available? Like, do you just watch wrestling different than the rest of us do?
They have to.
Like they have to because they know how the bread's made, wherever that saying goes. So it's like you have to be seeing things that we rest of us just don't know about.
Yeah, it's like, you know,
like, can you tell who's calling a match or who's leading from watching?
I usually can. I mean, I just go by like who the senior person is, because it's usually the senior that calls the match.
Usually,
you know, unless they've agreed to something else. But it's like asking, like, for instance, like Kobe Bryant, may he rest in peace. You know, he sees basketball differently probably than anybody else. Peyton Manning sees football differently than anybody else because, like, they're masters of their crafts.
That's true. That's fair. Yeah.
You know, even me as when I obviously have multiple degrees in psychology and health and human services field. Like, I see mental health issues in particular different than the normal person would.
Right.
I mean, I think it's a matter of, like, they have just been studying this for so long that it just becomes secondhand. I even remember in grad school, like one of my first days in grad school, my teacher's like, you're never gonna see the world the same anymore. Like, you're not gonna think like a normal person anymore. And she was right.
That's like, it's like enlightening but terrifying. I really hope I like this shit.
It's very, very true. So yeah, I think Eddie Kingston and company probably do see, wrestling differently. That's why I liked when, like, I don't know if they didn't really have it, but I know ESPN has or had like little specials where with Kobe or with Peyton Manning where they break down film. And I would love for like WWE or like AEW to have like a session of that where they would like break down a wrestling match. Where either the people that are in it or like someone who's like I have like the Undertaker break down a wrestling match. And like film it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Like, I feel like that would be dope to watch.
Entertaining as fuck.
Yeah. So, and just crazy stuff like that. So, congratulations to FTR. Let's move on to, hey, Pock won something.
Very surprising.
Of all the people involved, yeah, Pock won the All-Atlantic Championship, so he gets to represent all of the Atlantic Ocean, whatever that means, in AEW.
Cool.
Yeah, so he beat the likes of, he beat Miro, he beat Malachi.
And then, like, it was just some dude from New Japan. I forget his name. He has big horn energy.
I forgot his name, too.
Yeah, but he's like Hangman Adam Page and Adam Cole mushed into one person.
That's scary. That is very,
No,
very
sorry.
scary.
Hangman Adam Page and Jungle Boy mushed into one person.
Interesting.
Yeah, he had the look, like he looks like both of them and wrestles like both of them.
Very, very interesting. So
the match was great. The match was also really great.
Really?
I like the finish. I wish Miro won because that guy is the best.
Miro needs something to do, man. And we've said it before, he's not in any better position in AEW than he was in WWE.
No, he's in like the exact same position.
Yeah. Lana's doing better, and she's only on Instagram.
All she needs.
It's also very true. Whatever highlights from NJPW from Forbidden Door that I missed out on. I know he's rolling like the title changes.
The Fatal 4-Way.
How was that Fatal 4-Way?
Wild. Fucking wild. Yeah. Watch it. You'll love it. You will love it.
Oh, once I heard the combatants in the Fatal 4, I was like, oh my god.
The finish was bizarre.
Did that main event or not?
No, main event was Mox. I think they botched the finish a little bit, but the Fatal 4-Way was fantastic. Jay White retaining was the right call because like if you have a situation where you're happy with 3 guys winning and you don't want the one guy to win, he should win. Because it's great heat, especially if he's a heel. That's just Lars Sullivan in a ladder match. But
Okada's won how many NJPW world titles? Adam Cole winning is a long shot.
Yeah.
And so was Hangman?
Hangman.
Hangman winning also, like, I would be damned if AEW just let Hangman go to NJPW as the NJPW champion. Like,
Yeah.
not gonna happen.
I
Jay White's the right choice.
always forget that Orange Cassidy's a fucking amazing wrestler. Because this match might have been my favorite match because
it was him and Ospreay, right?
It was him and Ospreay, and they just put on a clinic.
Did he start out with a slow-mo bullshit, or did he actually wrestle?
Actually wrestled. He did slow-mo bullshit in the middle.
Oh, okay.
So he did like the slow kicks to the head. The crowd, going, Ospreay just looks up like the fuck, and then Orange flips him over and does the kicks for real.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
okay.
so it's a good turn of events. Sting jumped off the stage again.
I saw that. Why is he obsessed with jumping off of things?
I think he wants to die.
It's got to be it.
I think he just wants to die in the ring. He hulked up and no-sold 2 super kicks, which was pretty great. He just hulked up. The Young Bucks pandered to the crowd way too much again.
Of course.
Also, the end of the pay-per-view, very bizarre. But I get it because they're setting up for Blood and Guts. So, you know how Moxley's in Blood and Guts tonight, right? Because he's part of that team or whatever. So Jericho and Kingston had like their man advantage match to kick off the show. Another great match. But at the end of the show, Moxley's busted up. Him and Tanahashi are like about to have a moment in the ring, and then Jericho hits the ring. And then, like, a brawl, like, the show goes off the air for, like, a 5-minute brawl. Like, Eddie Kingston comes down, and Claudio comes down, like, William Regal comes down. Like, they all come down, and they're previewing Blood and Guts tonight. I was like, weird to plug your show on Wednesday to end a pay-per-view like this.
Yeah, that's an issue for me, because I'm just like, it's different. It's slightly different if it is your own show. But you are partnering with somebody else, another big name promotion.
I didn't think of that, but yeah, you're true. That's true.
You're partnering with another big name promotion has a legacy of putting on great shows. And you guys just put on a great joint pay-per-view, and now you're just going to, pretty much go into business for yourself?
Yeah. Not only that, but it's like you served me a 3-course meal, right, in this pay-per-view. The last match was the cherry on top. It was great. Yeah. I was so happy. And then you started feeding me for the next day's food. And I was just like, well, wait, what? Hey. I'm not hungry till Wednesday.
You know what that is? Since AEW loves using the internet, that easily could have been an internet. That usually could have been something that they leaked, like a backstage fight.
Yeah.
Or something after the show.
Yeah, I didn't think it was necessary.
No, I think you have Tanahashi and Moxley, 2 huge stars in both of their companies, have their moment, and that's how you end the show.
Yeah, exactly. Shake hands, raise hands, both in the corner, whatever you want to do. Just to kick confetti to kick off a successful show, because the show was a massive success.
Yeah.
I want to see the buy rate. I wouldn't be surprised if the numbers were a little low.
Sure.
But the card was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I think they're going to do it again next year.
I think they should. I think it should. They need to start picking different locations for this stuff.
Agreed.
Although they do have to, I was gonna say they have to, keep in mind that they're still with people from Japan. They got to travel places, but they just went to Chicago, so they don't really give a shit. So.
Yeah. They got to stop running Chicago so often.
I mean, I get it. It makes them look like $1 million, but
yeah, go to Philly, man.
Yeah,
if they can.
Yeah.
Well, they announced they're going back to Arthur Ashe in the summer. I think August.
Mm-hmm. Or even go to L.A. I think they do wonders in L.A.
I think they were just in L.A.
No, for this, for Forbidden Door.
Yeah, I'm sure they do great.
Yeah, I think they do wonders in L.A. But that's all we got for NJPW and AEW. Let's go on to the reason that we actually have this show, Money for Remarks number whatever it is. I remember, what was it? It was 5 or 6 years ago. Who the fuck knows?
I think it's 6. I think this is Money for Remarks 6.
Who knows? When we were watching Money in the Bank, and Dean Ambrose cashed in on Seth.
The same night he won the briefcase.
Dean Ambrose won the briefcase. returning Seth Rollins from a crazy knee injury, beat Roman Reigns for the championship. Dean Ambrose then comes out and beats Seth Rollins for a championship, and all Shield members had the title all in one night.
And then his career ended.
Yeah, pretty much.
But in WWE.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden we did a show. And that was episode 33?
It's 33 or 36.
It was in the 30s.
Yeah, it was in the 30s.
And here we are, 160 something episodes.
260. 260.
260. Yeah, it was like 260 episodes fucking later. Yeah. We're still here. Money in the Bank. So it's kind of like our anniversary show where the original trilogy, which is myself, Will, and Dave, but no longer Dave, which we'll probably talk to you in Dark Side of the Kings. But we did our first show, and if you ever listen to that audio, do not ever listen to that audio because it's horrible.
I'll find it. We're passing on one microphone.
It's in SoundCloud.
Yeah, I hear my voice back and I say, that can't be what I really sounded like.
Blame the equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about all things Money in the Bank. It is one of our favorite pay-per-views up here, just based on the inherent unpredictability of the show. Multiple people going for one briefcase, and even if they get the briefcase, they can lose the briefcase. They can cash in that night. They can cash in at another time. It sets the tone for the rest of the year, and who might be next in line as the new top man and or woman in the company. I know Will and I went to probably one of the most controversial Money in the Bank pay-per-views of all time. When it
Brock and Bailey, baby.
Where Bailey won and then cashed in later on Charlotte, and that re-energized Bailey's career.
It saved her career. And she turned heel.
And it was great. I loved it. I miss heel Bailey so much. And then it was also the same night where Mustafa Ali's career essentially ended. He was about to get that briefcase.
And Brock almost got a lawsuit from a fan in a ladder.
And that Brock entrance came down like a fucking madman. But we got Brock in the bank. We got Boombox Brock.
Dude, it was so awesome.
Which at a time would have been my favorite Brock until Cowboy Brock appeared years later.
Yeah. The venue was a little weird, though. It was a small building. It was a college basketball league. Like, it was a D2 college basketball or something.
No, D1, Holmes.
D1?
It's just an old arena.
Yeah, the food wasn't that good either.
Food sucked, yeah.
I was like, oh, college. That's right.
Yeah. It was just an old arena. But Money in the Bank is just a fun time. And usually the ladder matches deliver.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Usually deliver. So, I mean, I'm always very excited. It's so good I have my own Money in the Bank briefcase that I hold all my precious WWE memorabilia in. It is a great time. So let's go on to the first Money in the Bank match, which still isn't actually set because there's still a mystery seventh member for the men's Money in the Bank. We have Seth Drippin' Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Omos, Sheamus, Sami Zayn, and Matt fucking Riddle, who I don't understand how he's in this match.
It doesn't make any sense.
If he cannot even cash in on Roman, because we all know Roman's going to fucking win on SummerSlam. I just don't get it. Why he's in there. I think he's a fake out because he's the most popular person, and I never think the most popular person wins Money in the Bank.
Correct.
You know,
they're trying really hard to keep this guy relevant.
They just make him do Randy stuff. They're giving him the Randy moveset, which I don't like.
It only works if Randy's there.
Yeah, it's weird that he does it. But my question is, number one, who's the last entrant?
Let's see, we got Raw, SmackDown. So
It's an even.
I'm gonna say Damian Priest.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's good. You know who I'm gonna say?
Finn Balor.
No. And his name is John Cena.
Wouldn't they have announced it by now? Isn't pay-per-view this Sunday?
Yeah, but this is as of Monday night. This is everybody who's qualified as of Monday.
It's possible.
So, it could. Well, John Cena just showed up on Raw for his 20th year, which is fucking nuts. Which means Brock's been in wrestling for almost 20 years on and off. Randy and Batista, all the same class, by the way.
Well, Randy's 20 years was a few months ago. Remember?
Yeah, but again, still all the same class.
Yeah.
Of OVW people. But I can say that. Ooh, Matt Ritter thinks it might be Edge.
I was thinking Edge too, but why?
Nostalgia, ultimate opportunist. It can be Edge, and then Judgment Day could fuck up Edge.
I guess.
It could be John Cena. John Cena gets his way into the SummerSlam makes it the SummerSlam triple threat.
I'd be cool with that. I mean, that match needs something.
Some spice, like a triple threat last man standing match sounds bonkers.
Sounds really confusing. What if two guys are down for the count? Or what if only one guy's down for the count and two guys are standing?
It'd have to be last man standing elimination.
That sounds even worse.
It sounds like an hour-long match of calamity.
Yeah, I'm going to pass on that. That sounds too complicated for WWE.
It could be Edge, it could be Cena. I don't know who else would be your seventh person. Unless it's somebody that we haven't really thought of.
Ew.
You know what I would like for it to be? Or I'd like for them to hold a spot for? Well, I would have liked it probably years before this. If they held a spot for NXT. So, how in the Rumble they usually give a spot to an NXT person?
Yeah.
I would love it, I never have the NXT person win or have it be rare, but hold that last qualifying spot for an NXT talent.
That would have been cool, a
couple years ago.
5 years ago, yeah.
Yeah. I would have put Carmella Hayes in here.
Yeah. I mean, in theory, sure. But NXT is so irrelevant.
Who knows what happened? I did hear a rumor about Triple H, quote unquote, is back in NXT.
He is back, but it's just too little too late, pal.
Well, it's a matter of if he's back, is he even what is his role that he's back? That's the big question. But regardless of mystery person, I think I'm going to go with Seth Rollins.
You know what? I'm going to go with Sami Zayn. Just for no reason.
Honestly, if they gave it to Sammy, I couldn't be mad because I'm I want Sammy to win a world title, but at the behest of screwing over Roman.
Yeah, he's gonna win Money in the Bank and lose the briefcase and conspiracy theory all over again.
Gonna go re-conspiracy theory, Sami Zayn.
Yeah, dude, why not?
You could put Kevin Owens in this one too.
You could put Kevin Owens in there.
But I'm going to go with Seth because, in my mind, Seth is the most believable character to dismantle Roman and end his reign.
Agreed. I don't think Seth needs Money in the Bank to challenge Roman.
He doesn't, but it's just that extra... You know what it is? It's playing the mind game with Roman because he can be like, well, I cashed it on Roman once.
It's true. It works. You're right.
I can do it again.
Here's Jamie Noble and Joy Mercury to make sure I can do it.
Well, no, he didn't have them. Well, he ran out. He didn't have them. So, but I like that whole Seth can come in at any time, any place, anywhere, and because he's so erratic to begin with, it could work out. So I'm gonna go with Seth. Will's gonna go with Sami Zayn. It's so fucking.
Did I hope he wins now?
If Sammy wins, I'm gonna fucking text you and be like, "You fucking asshole."
I'm gonna manifest it.
I really hope you don't. Moving on to the women here. Come the women who has a fully loaded card and not a mystery person because that last spot was taken by Becky Lynch this past Monday. So Becky finally got in. She'll be up against Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez. Rodriguez. I was going to say Gonzalez. Lacey Evans, Asuka, and Shotzi are in this field. And honestly, if it's not Becky Lynch, I would love to see Shotzi, but I'm gonna go with Becky here.
I'm gonna go with Becky as well. It's the safe bet. Money in the Becks or Becks in the Bank. This writes itself.
Yeah, Beck's in the bank. I also like the idea of having her and Seth both have the briefcases.
Yeah.
It's like the Banks couple. I also think Becky Lynch is probably the best character in WWE right now.
I disagree. I don't like Becky Lynch right now.
Well, based on her dedication. So, you didn't watch Raw, correct?
No, I did not.
So, they started off Raw with John Cena walking through everybody backstage.
I saw Becky was just like pissed off. I saw that picture.
Yeah. And I was like, brilliant. Fucking brilliant. After she won the match, because they were the main event, Becky went up to a fan. There's a fan in the front row that had a sign that said Beck's No Belts. So we had ladders all over because it's Money in the Bank week. So Becky got up on a ladder, took the sign and ripped it up.
That's
and
really
then
funny.
walked backstage.
That's funny. Dude, I used to like her
fucking love
promos.
Becky.
Her in-ring work is better than ever. She looks great. I love the hair.
She sells like $1 million.
She sells like $1 million. She does.
Yeah.
She makes that up. She's trying her hardest to make her opponent look just as good as she is.
Yeah.
It's just when she speaks in the ring.
You don't like the emo? You don't like the emo-ish?
I don't like the like I don't. It's just
I never noticed the heavy breathing.
like that. Like this, like the noises she makes.
Would you rather have Asuka do a promo?
Oh yeah, I love her promos. I hate her promos, but they're amazing. I think Becky needs to dial back her promos a little bit, the way she talks.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, everything else she does is 10 out of 10. So she's probably like a 27 on the Bret Hart scale right now.
She probably is. She's doing great character work, which is hard to say. I mean, I still think the man Becky Lynch is the best Becky Lynch version ever.
Definitely, but in terms of character, this probably is her best character.
Yeah.
Like it's because like the man is her with confidence.
Mm-hmm.
This is
But
just like, oh, you're actually doing something. You're doing something completely different than who you are. You're trying to do something different.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's just because she's with Seth but they have, in the past couple of years, they do really well with transitioning from character to character. Like Messiah Seth and like Drip God Seth Rollins are essentially the same character, but there's a couple of nuances that make them completely different.
Yeah, he just laughs and he wears funny suits. That's it. That's the tweak. And it's a whole new character. It's like, what's the difference between...
He dances more as... He dances more now.
Yeah, like, what's the difference between Judas Jericho and the Wizard Chris Jericho?
Makeup?
Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. Chris Jericho is stretching on how much to reinvent himself. He's reaching. Like, dude, just be like like Champion, whoever you were as then. Just be that Jericho. It's the same thing.
Speaking of Jericho, this is very interesting as well. So they had a lot of people do like video dedications to John Cena.
So they aired Jericho, Big Show, and who else? Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan, yeah.
Man, good on TK for letting that happen.
Good on both parties.
Yeah.
You know. Which it's still pretty crazy. I was like, wow, John Cena's that respected in pro wrestling as a whole.
Dude, TK's is that much of a mark.
He'd probably go, Vince, can I send some guys some videos for John Cena? He's like my favorite.
It was probably Tony's idea. Tony called WWE. He was like, hey, I got an idea for you guys. I'll give you my guys. Do a jump for John Cena because it's the right thing to do. And Nick Khan's just like, you got it. Yes, sir.
Oh my god. Speaking of which, before I'll have to show you the video. They came out with a limited edition John Cena championship belt.
Of course they did.
Yeah, it comes in a giant padlock from like his Word Life days.
That's really funny.
I'll show you the video. They debuted it. There's one of 500 of these made. It's a custom belt. I looked at it, I was like, maybe. But I don't know. But out of winners, I would say Becky. If not Becky, my dark horse would be Shotzi. But it sure as hell isn't Liv Morgan.
It's sure as hell not Liv Morgan. My dark horse is Lacey Evans.
Yeah, it'd be a shame to have all that hoopla for Lacey to get absolutely nothing. It's a shame. But yeah, Liv doesn't have a story unless she's losing. I hope people realize that.
Yeah. Correct.
Like she doesn't like she'll lose, she'll win the small ones and then she'll lose.
Dude, they're gonna just give them the women's tag team champions without a tournament. Her and Alexa. And they're gonna be the most boring tag team in the history of tag teams.
That's a shame.
Furnace and LaFawn are gonna have more charisma than these two together.
It's just bad. Bad all around. But yeah, let's go Team Bex here. Bex in the bank. I need Shotzi to Matt Ritter.
He agrees with me. Go with Lacey. Yeah, dark horse.
Yeah,
as a first.
Yeah. Shots. Before we move on, I just hope that they allow Shotzi to be Shotzi at some point down the road. Because they're like trying to force her to be a heel, but I'm just like, she's not really a bad person. She's really stupid and silly. She rides around in a mini tank. Like, let her ride around in her tank. Oh, I like this. All right, so we got to keep it. So Matt Ritter just said, if Shotzi wins, I'll do my Money in the Bank recap topless, and better be on video too.
Obviously.
Oh, it is. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. What's the point of going topless on audio only? That's bottomless too.
I'm gonna hold him to it. I'm gonna message him on Xbox. Be like, you promised. But anyway, let's move on from the women's Money in the Bank to the Raw Women's Championship. Bianca versus Carmella, because Rhea Ripley's really injured. Apparently, it's like brain related.
I don't know, dude. Honestly, I have no idea. I heard it's like a concussion. And they didn't want to say concussion, so they went with brain injury.
Yeah, I would have said concussion.
I would have said concussion. You know what? I would have lied and said COVID. So I have no idea. I know last week I was joking on saying Frankie Prego. I have no idea. I just really hope she's okay.
Yeah, because I was really looking forward to Bianca Rhea. Yeah,
it's a great match.
You know, and what Bianca said, even though you didn't watch Raw, Bianca said on Monday, like, you know, Carmella's talented in the ring, but she, like, there's something else about her, but, like, it's not clicking with Carmella. Which is true. Carmella's talented. Like, she's got the look, she's got a great move set, but I think it's what Alexa Bliss said a couple weeks ago. She can never do anything by herself. You know, and as Ritter's saying, as our third guest, as he's pretty much saying, Carmella does turn it on when she needs to, but I feel like Carmella's just not consistent. And they're never going to let Carmella go over Bianca.
She's had good matches.
Carmella has, yeah.
It depends, honestly. Carmella can't carry a match. She never learned.
No,
she never learned how to lead. She never learned how to lead.
Follow, yeah.
Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just, you know, you can be in spots, but you got to be with the right dancing partner.
Yeah, I feel like I remember she had a good match with Sasha.
She had good matches with Sasha, Charlotte.
Yeah, I just don't remember when she had the good match with Sasha, but I remember that there was one.
And that's it. Sasha and Charlotte. Which, again, she was kind of carried. I don't remember any match with Bayley.
Maybe. But yeah. But, like, yeah, no, she's a good partner, but she's, like you said, she's not a good lead. And to be a champion, you have to be able to lead.
Yeah, she is a great Devon.
That's a good analogy. It's a good analogy. She doesn't do the what's up, though, but, yeah. We can try. But, yeah, Bianca wins. Consensus?
Oh, duh.
Yeah, all right. Moving on.
What the fuck is going on here?
There's something weird with this. Okay, so
it's like they fucked and they just don't want to tell anybody.
They don't want to tell TJ.
Yeah. or Matt Brown, whatever the hell his name is. Like,
it's Matt Brown.
I feel like these two secretly had an affair with each other, and now they're fighting about it.
Well, Natty trained Ronda when Ronda was first getting into the business.
They're like best friends in real life. So I bet they're having a ball with this.
Probably.
But the stuff I've seen online is bizarre.
Yeah, I mean, heel Natty is the best version of Natty because I don't like happy-go-lucky Natty. But this one seems like she's trying to. It's like she came out as Ronda last week on SmackDown,
Ew.
like dressed as Ronda, and she carried she was carrying a what do you carry babies in? I don't fucking know. I don't
Carriage.
know. Yeah, she brought out a carriage. It was like doing her best Ronda impression, and then Ronda came out and just mic checked her, and they got into a huge brawl and stuff, and then just something's not hitting. I know Ronda's not a strong babyface. Natty's not doing her best heel work.
Dude, I just haven't watched SmackDown, so I just don't care.
It's weird, and I mean, if there's anything to be said about a bad like a storyline going wrong, is Natty's only in this position because Sasha and Naomi aren't there.
Yes, correct.
You know, and I think this is just them doing the best they can with what they have.
Well, dude, I'm gonna go back to this every now and then until it gets resolved. You know, Sasha and Naomi had a goal of elevating the women's tag titles as well as the women's division. Well,
I think it was just the women's tag titles.
With tag titles, but you know, every woman is having their overarching goal is women elevating the division, right?
Sure. Okay.
This isn't helping.
Well, not having the titles and them also not being there aren't helping.
Yeah, but it's also not helping any other woman on the roster. It's not not helping storylines. It's like this is both women's matches right now is skip. Women's matches skip.
You know what makes it worse, even because it's not just if it was Sasha and Naomi being out, that's one thing. You haven't seen Sasha, you haven't seen Naomi, you haven't seen Charlotte is not around too. Bailey has yet to return. A lot of your stalwarts of your division are just nowhere to be fucking found.
Yeah.
Right now. Zelina Vega hasn't even been on TV, but like, you know, she's Zelina Vega, but like she's still somewhat of a presence. Like their roster is depleted of the women. Like I think all the women we've shown is everybody that's active besides Nikki ASH.
Yeah, and Doudrop, and Shayna Baszler, and Aaliyah.
I heard Aaliyah got sent back down to the PC.
Hilarious, where she belongs.
Shayna's a shame that she's not in Money in the Bank.
Dude, it's such a shame. Like,
because I can see Shayna being a great Money in the Bank teaser, and then like Shayna needs Money in the Bank to reinvigorate her career. Like, could you imagine Shayna winning? Could you imagine Shayna winning and cashing in on Ronda?
Yeah, it's going on a fucking tear. You kidding me? That'd be great.
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of things they can do, but I think it's like a common issue, especially I'm going to say specific to wrestling, is that it's kind of hard to push them to the moon because, you know, they're in that age where they want to have kids. That happens to be the prime of their career. Mm-hmm. So, like, you know, Ronda was gone for 2 years. Lacey was gone for a year. Becky was gone for a year.
Yeah.
And some of these other women might want to leave and have kids. You know, like, Natty doesn't have a kid. Maybe Natty wants a kid. Maybe she doesn't want a kid. I don't know. But like Bailey, you know, she could have a kid pretty soon if she wants.
If she needs to find a man.
Yeah.
She's not yeah. You know, Sasha, Charlotte, you know.
And Sasha's married. You know, maybe she wants a kid.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like
Naomi and the Usos.
It's tough to book around something like that.
Yeah.
Because all the women think the same thing. I don't want to get pregnant in my career, and they get pregnant on accident, and then, you know, what are you gonna do?
Well, look what happened to Maurice. Even though Maurice wasn't active to begin with, but like Miz and Maurice have 2 wonderful kids. You know, but Maurice is only going to be doing sparing pop-ups here and there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
And Maurice is a wrestler. She's an okay wrestler, but like that's also another asset you could use to build characters or like build around somebody, but she's not there. You know, you can't use her.
Right. It's also hard to like plan for those. Like it's hard to like book a talent like that when, you know, they could just be gone for a year.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a conundrum that the wrestling world hasn't been able to figure out, because wrestling is just a very labor-inducive and time-consuming profession.
Yeah, and you don't get that in like maybe other women's sports, But like you don't get that, like, you don't see like accountants.
Yeah, well, other women's sports have breaks.
That's
like
true. That's true.
basketball has an off season.
Yeah.
Baseball has it. Softball has an off season.
A lot of female fighters are lesbians.
But they still adopt. Like UFC has
That's true.
multiple off seasons.
Yeah, Amanda Nunes and her partner or wife, whatever, they adopted. They had a kid recently.
And what is it? UFC has multiple off seasons because fighters aren't fighting all the damn time because it's fucking dangerous to do that.
Because it hurts.
Yeah, because it hurts. That's why they get paid millions of dollars.
Or actually, Amanda Nunes' partner might have done a bit of surrogate. It's one or the other.
Gotcha.
But I know they just had a kid recently, like within the past year or two.
Yeah. So it's hard when WWE is a year-long business.
Yeah.
Which is one of the reasons why years ago I had the idea is that like wrestling in general should be some sort of seasonal, or wrestlers should be able to do like essentially seasons. There should be seasons of wrestling.
Yeah, I think that's what we're seeing with Roman right now. Roman's in the off season.
Yeah. Obviously you're the main champion. I don't think you should be in the off season, but like still, for other people there should be like seasonal shit.
Charlotte too. Charlotte's also in the off season.
Charlotte got married, so it's hard. But Andrade's back.
Adam Cole's also in the off season.
Adam Cole's actively in the off season.
Putting on great matches though. Having great programs.
Very, very true. All right, let's move on to the other matches on the card. Austin Theory, the next biggest thing in WWE. We've known this for years. Doing his best work. He cut a savage promo against Cena. By the way,
I hope he keeps the belt.
It was fucking awesome.
I really hope he keeps the belt
against Bobby Lashley. It's going to be a fun match.
I'm excited.
I'm very excited. I'm excited because, like we said before, this is indie character Austin Theory.
Yeah, dude. It's just
it's
I'm telling you, it's tweaked a little bit for kids. Like kids definitely hate this fucking guy.
Yeah.
If I was a kid, dude, if I was a kid, I'd hate this guy. If I was a parent, I would hate this guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's anyone who isn't those two things love this guy.
Yeah. He's so good at it.
He's so talented. And Bobby Lashley's doing great too.
Yeah, on his own, he's doing a great job. He's doing great. I think this match is going to do good, especially if the rumors are true that Theory's going up against Cena soon. And this is a good measuring stick for him.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, 20 years time, I think you'll make the comparison that John Cena is going to be Kurt Angle, Austin Theory is going to be John Cena. I think they're gonna.
I'm fine with that.
I think they're gonna recreate that moment. Austin Theory loses, goes back and shakes like I don't know whose hand does he shake?
Not Roman. Maybe Undertaker shows up again. Not bad.
Not bad, kid. He comes up as American Badass. Not bad, kid.
Yeah.
And then Theory smacks him.
Oh,
yeah,
that would be a moment. You'd probably hear the entire locker room gasp as they watch it on TV.
Yeah.
That would be a moment. But yeah, that's Austin Theory's your next guy. Love him or hate him. Most of you hate him. But there's a reason for it because he's good. Every time I see Theory, I'm not gonna lie. Every time I see Theory, I think AR Fox. And where the fuck is AR Fox?
He's smoking weed in the boom right now.
He just never left Queens.
Never left Queens.
Because like everybody in AR Fox's training circle has gone on to be in AEW or WWE except for AR Fox. And I would have assumed by now AR Fox would have shown up in AEW.
It's gotta be. It has to be a drug thing. That's my best guess.
It's not a talent thing because AR Fox is one of the craziest.
Most definitely not a talent thing, and it probably, depending on the drug, shouldn't be a drug thing.
Yeah, I mean the only thing I could smell is the weed because you could smell AR Fox from a mile fucking away.
I know, dude. Something tells me AR Fox definitely loves some coke. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just assuming based off nothing. Yeah. AR Fox loves cocaine.
Yeah, that is the one.
Dude, I would do cocaine with AR Fox.
That's one of the mysteries of the current wrestling thing is where the fuck is AR Fox?
I thought you'd say where's the coke?
No. It's like no, where is AR Fox? Because here's the thing, I want to see AR just like Eddie Kingston. I want to see AR Fox get his national due on TV. He is on the network because he was part of the Evolve, 10-year anniversary in Philly. But he needs to be on. His talent is too good not to be on TV.
Yes, agreed.
Said the same thing about Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston is finally getting his due in the right place. Like, he's in the right place for his character. And I think AEW would be the right place for AR Fox. Maybe he doesn't want to.
Maybe. Although we got Ritter saying Jericho's team is doing a Clockwork Orange cosplay, but in all red, and I might need to turn on my TV. I love that movie.
God, he's bringing back his NJPW, Jericho. Let's move on. This is the final match on the card that we know of so far. We got a tag team match, unified tag team championship match. The Usos, Jimmy and Jay, versus the Street Profits, and I believe the Street Profits won the match, or Montez Ford won his match on Monday against main event Jey Uso, and may get to pick a potential stipulation. Fact of the matter is, this could kick off the show, although I think one of the Money in the Bank ladder match is going to kick off the show.
No,
this match has the potential to be bonkers.
I'd say this kicks off, then Women's Money in the Bank.
Okay. But this match has the potential to be absolutely insane if they give them time.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be a great match. I mean, all four of these guys are insanely talented, especially Montez Ford. Ford, I don't even know what you do with him right now, but he's just, as long as he's on TV and he's constantly there, and
he is an upper mid-carder in the making.
Dude, he is everything WWE would want in a talent. Super marketable, super likable, great with the press.
Ex-Marine,
great in the ring. He's going to be an amazing heel. Like, he is crazy athletic. He checks he's tall.
He's massive.
He's Bianca's husband. That's a boss.
Yeah.
That's a boss.
Yeah, that's box. Yeah.
Like, he is everything.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, it's like I knew he was golden when he took that baby from the crowd. Remember that scene? Remember that Raw?
And he didn't get fired. Yeah.
He took the white baby.
If that lady complained, his
his
career
fired.
is over.
But now that's part of the opening video package.
I know, it's great. Someone planted that baby.
Yeah, I wonder, when do you break up the Street Profits, because they're so good and their jerseys are so creative. It's hard because, like, I don't know if Dawkins survives without Montez.
Absolutely not. He is a Tucker very quickly. He is a Marty Jannetty just looking for glass to be thrown through.
Which is a shame because Dawkins is also a really good talent. He just doesn't have the mic skills that Montez, but like, they complement each other so well that I don't want to see him break up, but like, I want to see him break up.
Dude, you could roll the dice and give him that Seth Rollins authority gimmick where he's just super serious and all mean. It's a stretch. I think Tez would do it way better, but I think Ford could do it.
Montez Ford,
sorry, Dawkins. I think Dawkins
yeah.
could do it.
It's possible. He would have to be someone's heavy, essentially.
That's
is what you'd be going with. Yeah. I think he'd have to, be someone's heavy, like, maybe even like a heavy for Roman is the only person I see him.
Roman is the heavy. Well, Paul's the heavy, please.
Paul's the wise man. Wise man. But he'd almost have to be a heavy, like, just doesn't speak much, but like he talks with his force in the ring.
Yeah. Great. Another almost.
No, a better speaking. But you can also just make Dawkins super silly.
You could just make it like Funkasaurus silly.
Not fun. No, too silly.
Too silly.
Too silly. Yeah, too silly.
Like he joins the New Day silly.
Not that silly. All right, so you remember like the early Street Profits like promos where like Montez Ford would be going off and Dawkins would be like, yeah, and so to kind of like speak out of like, I want something like that.
We'd be like Rosebud silly.
More serious, but kind of in the same range.
Okay, I'm getting closer.
Yeah.
Too cool silly.
dial it back a little.
Dude, how much fucking silly? I'm going ranges of silly here. Throw me a bone. What kind of silly?
I mean, he's like a smooth talking silly.
Okay.
Like if you actually pay attention to what he's saying, you're like, that makes no fucking sense.
Like a Godfather silly.
Yes.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah, there it is. That's what it is. I cannot wait for this because I cannot wait for this tag match. I think the Usos retain just because they're just too good of a talent right now.
Yeah, of course.
But
They're decorated.
yeah, they're probably the most decorated tag team in WWE outside of a New Day. Like I would love to see in a fantasy world the Usos versus FTR.
Yeah. That's the Wrestle Kingdom match.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the Forbidden Door match.
That's Forbidden Door to unify all the tag titles. The literal tag team championships of the world.
So many belts.
Like, put all the belts on the line.
Like
just drop them in the middle of the ring.
Like this, because like the arms and legs are strapped with belts. Just waddling down to the ring.
Can you imagine the referee having to hold up all those belts?
No. Just put them on a forklift. Just raise.
Yeah, right. That's a real championship scramble. Put all the titles hanging.
Yeah, dude, it's just a giant ladder match.
Whoever grabs the most titles wins.
Yeah.
That would be absolutely amazing. But yeah, I will say this, and you guys can quote me on this. Montez Ford has the greatest frog splash in the history of wrestling.
It's up there.
It's not even close for me.
But when it's all said and done, I will agree with you. But he gets so high, his extension is perfect, and he lands like a feather. Such grace.
Yeah. So, and that's gonna win him an Intercontinental title, and if he's lucky, that's winning him a world title.
I hope so.
Like that's a moment WWE can capture ever. His frog splash winning a world title at a Big Four, the place will go insane. Absolutely insane. So, folks, that's all we have for Money in the Bank. It's a pretty simple card. It is coming up this Saturday, not Sunday. Saturday, live from Las Vegas. Originally, it was supposed to be at Allegiant Stadium, but due to the fact that
Thank God that's not happening, because this card is not what it should have been.
Yeah, I mean, Cody's injured and all of that stuff, so Cody's only the big draw for Allegiant Stadium, but then WWE also messed up and forgot that UFC's in town that same night, because UFC 2-something is that night, headlined by Israel Adesanya, and that motherfucker's a draw.
Stylebender is such a draw, and UFC owns Las Vegas.
Yeah, so the event has been moved to the MGM Grand Arena, smaller, significantly, but it's still going to happen. So I'm interested to see what the draw is going to be. I'm interested to see how this event's going to go out. And I'm probably going to try to simultaneously also watch UFC at the same time to see how this pans out. But I believe if the event starts around 7 or 8, they might actually finish before the UFC main card.
Main card's
at 10 for UFC.
Ooh, you'll catch the main event.
Yeah.
An hour into UFC, it'll probably be start of the third fight.
Pending any knockouts, yeah.
Even with knockouts, I don't know. Honestly, dude, I have no idea how UFC. Like, if I was going to talk to someone in production UFC, like, how do you time out the show? Because I'm saying if you can't, because you can't predict knockouts, right?
No, you can't.
So you got a time that every fight's going to be 3 or 5 rounds. Right? If you get a first round knockout in the first 2 minutes, you got to fill that extra 15 minutes.
It's a lot. I would hate to be a sideline. I would hate to be a sideline reporter.
Yeah, you're all over the place.
Yeah,
but it's just like, how do you do that? And concurrently, right? Like if you have all this stuff planned, and the fight goes 3 rounds, and the next thing you know, it's the main event. What do you cut?
I don't know.
Like the timing of a UFC pay-per-view must be fucking wild.
Yeah. And you know what's really crazy? I just thought about this. If I were had all the riches in the world, and I knew Money in the Bank, and I would only miss the first couple of first hour of the UFC main card. Because let's be real, that UFC arena, wherever they're at, doesn't get filled until like 11 Eastern.
No, it's usually filled for the main card. Was it UFC what? 276?
I don't know. Whatever the one that Adesanya's doing. But no, for like the undercard.
Yeah, it's 276. Undercard. Like, oh, you got Volkanovski, Max Holloway. You got Sean Strickland. This is a stacked card, dude. You got Bobby Lawler fighting.
But like, here's the thing.
You got Sugar Sean O'Malley fighting. You got Misha Tate fighting, bro. This card.
Misha Tate's the main card, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I got canceled. They got canceled. I forgot I got canceled.
They canceled Misha Tate?
Yeah, they got canceled. I think 2 days ago.
Damn.
Dude, this card is fucking stacked. Sugar Sean O'Malley is fucking nuts.
You know it is, but like, here's the thing. I could risk missing the undercard to go watch Money in the Bank if I was in Vegas, and then just leave to go see the main card of UFC.
Oh yeah, I think
you could essentially do two in both nights.
If you bought tickets for both.
Yeah, you could literally do 2 in both nights, which is fucking wild. But I bet you someone's gonna do it.
And Cowboy was supposed to fight Jim Miller. No, Cowboy was to fight someone else on the main card, I think, and that got bumped. Now he's fighting Jim Miller on the prelims.
Ew.
Even the prelims aren't too bad, dude. Cowboy needs to retire.
Yeah, but I mean, it's Vegas, so they're always going to show up for Vegas.
Yeah. Oh, Uriah Hall's fighting on the early. What the fuck is with this card? Uriah Hall is fighting on the early prelims.
Really?
Yeah. What the fuck is up, bro? That's crazy. T-Mobile Arena.
T-Mobile Arena, one of the best arenas in the nation, according to many people. Well, let's get back to Money in the Bank. How good do you think this paper will be? Let's crown it.
I'll give it a 7.5.
I'm going 7.5. I think the women's matches are predictable. The Money in the Bank is always unpredictable.
Yeah, I'm here for the Money in the Bank ladder matches. The rest I really don't care. And Austin Theory and Lashley. Other than that, it's just background noise where I'll be annoying Jasmine.
The tag matches, I think, will be a shit ton of fun.
Yeah, that too. I should say that as well. It's gonna be fun to watch, but I don't really. It does. I know who's gonna win.
Yeah, I want to see what the setup is, how we're gonna do it, And I do think if they redo Vegas again in a couple of years, make sure it's not on the UFC night, so you can actually make Money in the Bank the big event that you wanted it to be.
Yeah, it's just that's just you gotta know.
There's bad timing. Yeah, because Money in the Bank should be and can be an arena show. Can be a stadium show. Yeah.
I do like a small stadium. Those exist.
Yeah. Look, it can be a stadium show. Like, I would also love to see Money in the Bank at UBS Arena because I think that's a perfect arena for it.
Yeah. What if I'd love to see a SummerSlam in Fenway Park, and then make the Green Monster the Jumbotron. There's no way that would work, dude. That'd be so hard to do. That building is so old.
All of those obstructed views.
Yeah, dude, that'd be a fucking nightmare.
It's a disaster waiting to happen.
Vince would be like, "What shape is this, and why?"
I would love it. I would love the idea of SummerSlam in baseball parks.
They could do Citi Field.
Open it. Citi Field would be beautiful. That's an easy commute for everybody. Just take the fucking train.
Fuck yeah, dude. I can hop on the bus, hop on a 7 train. Easy peasy. I'm there in 45 minutes. In fact, I might be going to the Mets game next week.
And then you can go to the fucking McFadden's bar, which is connected right to the fucking, right to the stadium.
Good old McFadden's.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm going to give it a 7.5. I'm interested to see where they go with the briefcases. And who doesn't love a good multi-man ladder match?
A lot of fun. A lot of oohs and ahs. And the fuck is going on here?
And ow.
Yeah.
I bet you Shotzi's taking the biggest bump out of anybody.
Yeah, dude. Shotzi and Riddle are taking the biggest bumps.
Yeah, because Shotzi's out of her fucking mind. Do you remember the Evolve 10th anniversary where she fucking did a tope suicida to shit, I think? She just wanted to hit somebody, but she missed it, so she fell into a pile of chairs?
I don't remember that.
She blooded herself up. It was fucking great.
Good for her.
Yeah, it's how Shotzi does things. So yeah, 7.5, 7. This is going to be big because this will also then tell you what's going to happen in a couple of weeks when we have to come back and do SummerSlam.
Yep.
Because that you have Money in the Bank at the beginning of July 2nd. And then SummerSlam is literally like 4 weeks after that.
Oh, Fretz, you got a housewarming party? You're not going to invite us?
Wow, Frats, you're not inviting us to your housewarming party? Wow. Well, no, he said got a company on the weekend.
Is it a date, Frets? Are you gonna Netflix
Are
and
you
chill?
are you gonna fretzel her pretzel?
Oh, are you gonna
Oh.
sleep?
That's what the kids call these days, right? Sleep.
Oh my God, Claudio and Hager getting "We the People" chants. That's pretty great.
No. Are they really getting We the People
That's
chance?
pretty great, Frets. I'm glad you told me that. It makes me happy.
Although I'm not gonna lie, it was a very, very infectious chant.
Dude, "We the People." It was just the best music.
It was. It's good. It was great. Da, da. Yeah, secretly xenophobic, but hey,
Oh,
he's
it's his
keeping
cousin.
count.
Hey, Frets, those could still be a housewarming party or dates, depending what part of the country you're in.
Well, good thing you're not from West Virginia.
That would be a
Mr.
wild
Frets.
threesome.
What?
Frets,
Oh, my
his
cousin.
cousin and his aunt.
You... What part of Pornhub have you been on lately?
Not the right one, apparently.
And on that note, folks, it's time to get the fuck out of here. So because I think that's all we have in wrestling. There's no controversies. No one got suspended. No one got fired. Rest in peace, Tim White, by the way, because that was really
Yeah, I
depressing.
forgot to mention that last week. Timmy White, man. Damn shame. And Brian Hebner? No, it was Brad Hebner. It was Earl's
One of
brother.
the Hebner.
Yeah, it was Earl's
One of the
brother.
Hebners. The twin Hebner.
The twin Hebner.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he died the week before. I think
Oh,
I think
that's-
Brian's his kid. It's Earl, and it's the other one.
Gotcha. Yeah, rest in peace, Tim White. One of Andre the Giant's close friends,
Handlers.
way back when. Handlers.
Great referee.
And one of the more iconic referees.
Dave
and,
Hebner. Thank you, Frets.
Dave Hebner, yeah. And a guy whose wrestling in ring, well, in his refereeing career ended via Hell in the Cell.
Yep, Jericho. Thanks, Jericho.
Yeah, thanks a lot, asshole.
Dude, my favorite
But
Tim
yeah.
White moment is that like him and Josh Matthews, like Tim White would die every week.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Mr. White, what are you doing, Mr. White? And he'd make a blender, and then this blood squirts all over Josh Matthews.
Well,
It's
you
like,
know, so
fuck is this?
you ever watch the Untold or whatever with the APA?
Oh yeah, phenomenal.
And Tim White is like, yeah, they messed up my bar.
Yeah, they fucked up my bar.
He's like, well, I knew Vince was paying for everything. I was like, yeah, did you get that TV too? He would give him things to destroy because he would just get it back because Vince would pay him to redo his whole bar.
That's hilarious. Did you get the TV over here, guys? Come on. You got glasses. It's like you can just break the keg lines. Like, why don't you light the whole building on fire? It's fine.
Don't worry, we'll get it back.
Yeah,
That's good. Yeah, Tim White, what a guy. I wish I would have been able to meet him because he sounded like a really cool dude with a lot of stories.
dude, WWE's got to stop putting referees in the Hall of Fame.
Start or stop?
Start. They don't have any. There are zero.
Yeah,
there
they
are
have
zero
none.
referees in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Yeah, who's the first referee to go in?
Or Hebner.
Okay. I go Earl.
Kyoto.
Yeah, Earl Kyoto.
I mean,
Timmy
Tim White goes in posthumously. Little
What
Nate.
about Nick? What about Nick Patrick?
Eventually, that's not go first ballot here. But,
Is it because everybody hates Nick Patrick? Because I hated Nick Patrick as a referee.
I still hate Nick Patrick. Little Nate.
Little Nate, yes.
I think that's it.
Yeah,
For now.
Yeah, little. Yeah. And then whenever she's done, Jessica Carr.
Yeah, sure. I think ring announcers need to go in. Fink's already in.
Yeah.
Justin Roberts, Leland Garcia,
Tony Chimmel.
Tony Chimmel, of course, superstar. Like these are all people who are like, wow, they're running thin on Hall of Fame. It's like, no, they just need to stop considering wrestlers.
Yeah. I think Lillian Garcia would be a perfect person to go in as one of the inaugural in-ring announcers.
Well, Fink's already in. He was an ring announcer.
Yeah.
And Mean Gene.
You know what? Yeah, so I think Lillian would be the next one to go in, especially while she's still alive.
Yeah.
She's always done good by the company. She has WWE's most iconic singing of a national anthem, but 2 days after September 11th.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I think she does, right now she works for, I don't know if it's Bellator or another MMA promotion, but she does like the ring announcing for that.
Yeah, and I mean she had a show on the network for a little bit where she interviewed some people.
She's got a podcast as well.
Yeah, part of her podcast was part of a network for a little bit. You can find it in archives because I know Shotzi's on there. And I know you met her, and she's a sweetheart of a person.
Such a nice person.
You know,
a lovely human being.
Yeah. So, yeah, I would definitely be all for Lillian Garcia getting to the Hall of Fame sometime soon. Like very, very soon. She deserves it. But yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, without further ado, we're gonna get into our post show in a little bit, where Fretch can talk about his return. He said Fretch even said being Canadian, Lillian Garcia's anthem made him cry.
You're goddamn right it did.
It'll make you it'll bring some perspiration to your eyelids, to your tear ducts, one may say. But anyway, let's get the show on the road. Let's head to the post show. You know, Kay Murray's been waving that flag the entire show.
It's impressive.
Very impressive.
I don't know how they did without blinking, moving, or farting, or talking.
It's absolutely wild. Good job, Kay Murray, today. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 298 of Kings of the Rings podcast, our annual Money for the Marks pay-per-view, where we talked about the Money in the Bank pay-per-view that was supposed to be in a stadium, but it's not going to be in a stadium because, you know, there's this thing in Vegas called UFC. I have been your host, King Ricky Rose. Hey, Wade's here. Hey, Wade, long time no see. But anywho, find me at Ambassador Biggs across all social media outlets, BIGZ Ambassador Biggs. Find Kings of the Rings podcast at KOTR_podcast on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Like, share, subscribe, leave us 5-star reviews. Please leave us reviews. Like our videos, like our podcast. It really helps us to get the word out there about the show. Helps out with all the algorithms and all of that. We're also on Twitch. We have a Discord. We're also on TikTok as well at KOTR_podcast. If you want to listen to us, you can listen to us by subscribing to Wrestle Addict Radio wherever you get all of your podcasts, and follow Wrestle Addict Radio's social medias at addict_wrestle on Twitter, and Wrestle Addict Radio everywhere else, including Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, actually, Discord, and TikTok as well. Don't forget, in a couple weeks, 300 episode Dark Side of the Kings will be coming out. Use KOTR 300 to ask any and all questions that you want to hear about us and about the show, because we are going to reveal everything on that episode. And then the day later, I am going to be hosting a pro wrestling trivia on Long Island and Rockville Center at the Ugly Duckling, where we will be giving away tickets to Monday Night Raw in MSG, the Monday before SummerSlam. So, K Murphy hopefully will be back next week for episode 299, but I'll be here. Will, you'll be here, right?
Oh yeah, I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll be back, and then after 299, we have 300, and after 300, we have Summer Slack. So yes, Summer Slack is coming. Slack probably doesn't know it, but fuck them anyway. So until then, folks, goodbye, good night. Don't forget to cash in this weekend, because the pay-per-view and the premium live event is on Saturday, and we'll see you next week.
We're clear.
Sure, what's up, Wade? Wade said, I came here to show love and chew bubblegum, and guess what? I'm fresh out of bubblegum. Well, thank you, Wade, for showing some love. I appreciate it, man. And there's a picture of Vince McMahon knee and CM Punk when he was in UFC, which is fucking hysterical.
I did see that. That was 10 out of 10.
Oh, man. So, speaking of which, our next show, because I believe, is it July or June? But we do want to, I don't know if you have done it yet, or we need to switch over that account.
What account?
For Restream.
Oh, we got to do it in July?
I think it's either, I forgot when the deadline is, but like what they're going to do, it's either the end of June, which is like right now, or the end of July. I think it's the end of July, I forgot. So they're going to allow you to access to sign up for any channel you want, even on the free stream, but you're only going to be able to stream from 2 locations at a time.
Okay, so that kicks in pretty soon then.
It kicks in either like the beginning of July or the end of July. I forgot.
Interesting. Yeah, they've been changing their things around a lot lately.
Yeah, I think they're actually now trying to make money. I think for a second, I think this was like an actual I think it was like, oh, this is a nice thing to do, and now we're like, fuck, we need to make money off of this.
Maybe. I found out that the CEO is Ukrainian.
Very interesting. All right, so number 1, Wade, how are you? Welcome to the post. We haven't heard from you in a while. Wade, I don't know if you heard, we are doing our 300th episode where it's going to be a giant tell-all with a very special guest. Use the hashtag KOTR300 to start putting up questions from what you want to hear. Because like I said, Wade, we are going to talk about everything. And when I mean everything, I mean everything. I've already sent the logo out to a couple of people, and I said, be warned, shit's about to get real. But first off, Wade, what's up with you? Will, Matt Ritter said we put on a great show, and that you didn't make him, he said you didn't make him yell at his phone once.
All right, hang on, Ricky, 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck happened?
What are you watching?
Somewhere along the line, our audio got really fucked up.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's not good. Anybody who actually was watching the show, did our audio get messed up at some point?
I think it just on my recording.
Oh, just on the recording? Ew.
I think. I'm trying to figure it.
Because I did not record the video this week. But you know what I could do? You can always just take it from Twitch.
Yeah, hang on.
If necessary. Mr. Fretz goes, so what kind of questions do you want us to ask for Dark Side of the Kings? Fretz, anything that you've had suspicions about the show, or anything you'd want to know about anything that you've been, put this way, Fretz, if there's anything you've been dying to ask us about, anything about our lives or about relationships or anything like that, or anything pertaining to the show, but you felt like, oh, that's inappropriate to talk about, or I shouldn't ask this question, you should probably ask that question on the 300th episode. Like I said, no holds barred, we will be spilling all of the tea. So use that. So Matt Ritter said you guys had freeze for a second and then it cut out, but I thought it was my phone. Wasn't very long. I feel like that happens a lot. It's just a matter of a stream that it just kind of jilts here and there.
All right, Ricky. Yeah, we're gonna have to pull it from YouTube or Twitch because I don't know what the fuck happened, but I can't do anything. It sounds really bad.
Okay, you're gonna have to pull it from Twitch, or I think Twitch might be the easiest one once the stream ends.
But how do I clear the cache? This happened to me before, but I forget how I fixed it.
So, but yeah, and also if you are in the New York, New Jersey area, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut area, or the Tri-State area, where I am doing pro wrestling trivia, but day after KOTR 300, where we'll be giving away tickets to Monday Night Raw at MSG, like I said. So be a part of KOTR 300. We'd love you guys on that live stream in particular. We do have a special guest. They may be a future Hall of Famer. Who knows? That special guest will be revealed next week. Mr. Fretz, I will accept submissions from anywhere. If you want to DM me on Twitter or on Discord, you can do that. If you want to just put it in the chats,
I will only accept telegrams.
And K Murphy at this point will only accept smoke signals. That's the only way you can communicate with K. But yeah, I will accept any submissions. If I need to write them down or print them out, I will do that. I'll keep a log and a list. And like I said, we'll get to as many of them as possible. Wade, you said NOD reunion? What do you mean by NOD reunion? I feel like Mr. Fretz has tons of questions all the time.
Here we go.
Did you figure it out?
I'm looking, but it's weird because the last time this happened, it was after like a 60 seconds the audio would get fucked up. Now it's after like 30 minutes.
Wade, we are not doing a Nation of Domination reunion. Oh, well. Well, we should get D'Lo Brown on the show.
How?
I don't know.
All right, my cash is.
Is it really that bad? All right. While you're looking at, I need to look up what the fuck's going on with AR Fox. Oh, he's not even that old either. He's in wrestling prime.
Was he like 36?
35.
You know, Wardlow's 35 too.
Really?
Yeah.
What's AR?
It only happened when I was recording on multi-track too. So how about I?
Let me see what he's doing. Huh. I forgot AR Fox is in Lucha Underground.
He was?
Him and Swerve.
Interesting.
I'm on his Twitter. He retweets a lot.
Interesting. I should probably hit record. That would be helpful. Alright. So I guess I'll listen back to this afterwards, see if I fixed it. If not, I'm pretty sure I can try something else. If that doesn't work.
It looks like AR Fox is legitimately just still on the indies.
He's just chilling, bruh.
How he has been picked up by anybody is beyond me. God, someone posts. There's a picture of him from I think Laboon where he like fucking dove off the fucking stage.
Good old AR Fox. What a guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, I miss me some AR Fox, dude. Mr. Fred to send me a couple. You're gonna send me a DM. Speaking of trivia con, how many of you guys are Harry Potter fans?
Oh, is that what we're doing here?
Do you want to do? I did Harry Potter trivia last week. So.
I'm down, but first, bench cleared in the Red Sox Blue Jays game.
Nice.
Dude, benches are clearing all over the place.
Did you see the Angels and Mariners?
It was so good.
They fucking threw sunflower seeds.
Yeah, and bubblegum. It was hilarious. That's why Wade's all out of bubblegum.
Have you seen the Yankees bubblegum fucking fiasco?
No.
So yesterday, they're in the dugout. It's like Judge, Nestor, a couple other guys. They're taking all the bubble gum. They're not even chewing them, but they're trying to hit those like little metal plates in the foul section right by the dugout.
That's pretty fun.
And they're literally just unwrapping the gum and just trying to hit it because they're that bored.
That's how good they are, dude. That's how confident they are. Pay attention to the pitcher. Why? I'm going to hit him.
But here's the thing. They didn't pick it up from yesterday. Like, it's still there.
That's funny.
I'm like, guys, it jumped like 80 degrees. Like, that gum's about to melt.
Also, Marinford said he wants robo-umps in 2024.
No.
Yeah, fuck that.
I don't like the idea of robo-umps.
Automated balls and strikes can go fuck themselves.
But, like, that's like saying, like, I want robo-umps in football. Like, no, you don't need robo-umps in football. Like, you have to have... In baseball, there's an argument that can be made. I don't like the argument, but there is an argument. But in other sports, like, hockey or football, you have to have people who know the game. You can't just have a robot dictating what is and what isn't.
Yeah. I mean, baseball is very matter of fact.
Yeah.
Like, there's not really room for its suggestions. Like, well, did he touch the base or not?
Yeah.
Right? Like, also, the idea of a strike zone is shrinking and shrinking. It's like, now it's just letters to knees. That's really what it is. Not letters to knees. It's like belt to knees.
I would say it wasn't always letters to knees.
It's supposed to be letters to knees. But now it's...
Yeah, it's supposed to be chest high. And,
yeah, now it's like belt to knees.
Ugh. So, yeah, no. Boone got thrown out for that.
Yeah, well...
Or not last week, yesterday.
Yes, so yeah, because Judge was getting strike calls that were in the dirt.
They were below the knee, actually.
Yeah. That was like ridiculous.
He flipped the shit.
I love when Boone gets angry. Like, oh, look at him try. All right, let's do his Harry Potter trivia. Let's get out of here.
You ready? You're going to have to write them down because remember, it's 5 questions at a time.
You gotta make me fucking write things. All right, let me get a piece.
I'm sorry. That's the way that's designed. It's 5 questions at a time.
All right, on. Here we go. I'll add them to my fucking list. Go ahead.
Oh, of course. Good questions there, friends. All right. Question 1. Anybody else wants to play along with Harry Potter trivia, you might as well. All you Potterheads out there. Now, question 1. What is the Dursleys' address?
Ah, fuck. I forget the number. Do I need the number? Can I just have like the...
No, I need the whole thing.
Fucker, I forgot the number. All right, next question.
Okay. What is the maximum speed of the firebolt broom?
The fuck? Who knows this?
I didn't come up with this one.
Yeah.
I'll be coming with the rest
Oh,
of the
is this miles per hour or kilometers?
Miles per hour.
Okay.
Not gonna screw you over that badly.
Next question.
What famous British actor played Gilderoy Lockhart in the Chamber of Secrets movie?
I don't know his name.
You're gonna hate yourself when I tell you who it is.
I know, but I probably know the name. It's like, oh, that's who that is.
Yeah.
Sean Connery.
It's not. Sean
I know it's not Sean
Connery. What phrase closes the Marauders map?
Mischief manage. I spelled mischief wrong, but that's okay.
What upper house did Harry Potter almost get sorted into?
Hufflepuff! Ooh.
So your first round answers. Dursley's address is 4 Privet Drive.
4? I put 104. Fuck! I'll give myself half credit for that one. Privet Drive.
The firebolt max speed is 150 miles per hour.
I put 100. Dude, I'm just off by numbers this time.
Gilderoy Lockhart is Kenneth Branagh.
Oh, that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Marauders map is Mischief Managed.
Mischief Managed. And Slytherin.
Slytherin, yep.
2 for 5, baby. Let me bold them.
All right. Question 6. Ready?
Let's do it.
What is Harry's position on the Quidditch team?
Bottom. It's still Pride Month. I can make jokes.
Yeah. All right. Who is the Half-Blood Prince?
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay. Actress Miriam Margolyes played what professor in 2 of the Harry Potter films?
2 of the Harry Potter films?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Actress Miriam Margolyes played what professor in 2 of the Harry Potter films?
It's 2 options, and I don't remember. I mean, she was in a second film, but I don't know if that really counts.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, let me think for a second. Was this bitch in the sixth one? When did she get thrown out? Okay, okay, I got my answer.
Okay. Question 9. What is the name of a 3-headed dog that guards the Sorcerer's Stone?
You don't mean my Fluffy.
Question 10 is a guess the song. Has really nothing to do with Harry Potter, but it's guess the song. So the song is Say You Will, Say You Won't, Say You'll Do What I Don't, Say You're True, Say to Me, are the lyrics from what bewitching song?
Dude, who gives a shit? How about that? All right. I have no idea.
Right. Your answer is Harry's Quidditch role is the Seeker.
Sick up!
Half-Blood Prince is Snape.
Snape.
Miriam Margolyes played Professor Sprout.
Ah, what? Fuck me. I put Trelawney. I forgot about Sprout. I was stuck between Trelawney and the divinations teacher and Umbridge. Professor Sprout. Okay.
The three-headed dog is Fluffy.
Fluffy.
And the bewitching song is C'est la vie.
Ah, okay. Baby.
All right, question 11. In what year did the book Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone come out?
Ooh.
The book, not the movie.
The book, not the movie. Fuck me. What? I'll take a guess here.
Okay. Question 12 is a line from one of the characters. The line says, "If you want to know what a man's like, take a good look at how he treats his inferiors, not his equals," is a line said by what infamous Potter character?
Definitely not Snape.
Ready to move on?
Yep.
What's the name of Harry's owl?
Hedwig.
What is the name of a shop where Harry buys his wand?
Yep.
Hold on. Lost my place real quick. Alright, here we go. Last question of this round. What country wins the Quidditch World Cup in Goblet of Fire?
The book, the movie.
It's not specific.
Okay.
Alright, ready?
Yep.
The book first came out in 97.
Yeah, what a guess.
The not his equals line is Sirius Black.
Ah, okay.
Harry's owl is Hedwig.
Hedwig.
The wand shop is Ollivanders.
Vanders.
And the Quidditch World Cup winner is Ireland.
Ah, the Irish. 4 for 5, baby. Went 2, 3, 4. This one's gonna be 5 for 5. I can feel it in my boner. I mean bones.
All right. Question number round 4, question 16. The late actor Richard Harris played what character for 2 Potter films before passing away in 2002?
What the fuck is that guy's name? He died in 2002?
Yeah.
Played him in 2 films? What character?
Yeah.
Famous actor, you say?
Famous late actor was Richard Harris.
Oh yeah, he was also in what's it called? Gladiator.
Oh.
Yeah, he was like the dad or something.
Gotcha. Next question. What publisher won the rights to publish Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone in the United States?
Oh God, I have no idea.
You're gonna beat yourself up in the head when you find out exactly.
I'm guessing Scholastic.
We'll find out. All right. Question 18. What is the heartthrob actor who played Cedric Diggory in the Potter film?
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, Battinson, baby.
Okay. Question 19. What is the 5-digit code to get into the Ministry of Magic through the red telephone booth?
Oh, go fuck yourself. I'm gonna put that down. Go fuck yourself.
It's not 5 digits. It's 4. Question 20. What film was Ron and Hermione's first kiss?
What film?
In what film was Ron and Hermione's first kiss?
Oh. Fuck. I think it's 6. It's definitely not 6.
Are you ready for the answers?
It might be 6. Yeah, go ahead.
Richard Harris's character was Dumbledore.
Dumbledore. Yep. I almost put down Flitwick.
The Potter publisher was Scholastic.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I was Scholastic. Woo, what a guess.
Cedric Diggory was Robert Pattinson.
Pattinson, baby, what a hunk.
The 5-digit code was 62442.
Go fuck yourself.
Which actually spells magic.
Oh, that's cool.
The first kiss was in Deathly Hallows Part 2.
I put episode 6. Three for five.
All right, final round. Question 21. What day is Harry Potter's birthday?
The day to day of the week.
No, day. Not day of the week. It changes every fucking year.
September 11th.
No. Could you imagine? Platform 9 3/4 is located at what real-life train station in London?
King's Cross, baby.
What famous comedy director was tasked to direct the first two Potter films, Sorcerer's Stone and Chamber of Secrets?
Chris Columbus.
What is the name of the drill company where Vernon Dursley works?
The name of the company that Durs Vernon works at?
Vernon Dursley.
I'm gonna go fuck yourself again.
Okay, question 25. Who was the security guard to the Gryffindor common room?
The security guard?
To the Gryffindor common room, yeah.
They have a security guard? Like the painting?
There's a security guard.
Like is it the ghosts?
I can't tell you.
I don't understand what you mean by security guard.
It says who was the security guard to the Gryffindor common room.
Dude, I don't think they had like an armed guard, like with shotguns. Like
You'll find the answer. All right, so now now it's time for Final Jeopardy, essentially.
hang on, you gotta do this round first.
Okay, we'll do. All right, so this fifth round.
I gotta go through these 5 answers first. I don't know how many points I have.
All right, Potter's birthday is July 31st.
Fuck! I put August 31st.
Platform 9 3/4 is King's Cross Station.
Yeah, baby.
The director of Stone and Chamber is Chris Columbus.
Chris Columbus, baby. Home Alone.
The drill company was Grunnings.
Go fuck yourself. Correct.
And the common room guard was the fat lady.
Oh, that's what I put. That's what I thought. Okay.
Okay, so are you ready for your bonus? You can wager between 1 and 3 points.
Oh, okay. Well, since points don't matter, let's go for 3.
Okay, I'm gonna hate this, but all right. So listen very closely. What includes lacewing flies, leeches, powdered bicorn horn, knotgrass, fluxweed, shredded boomslang skin, and a bit of a person you want to turn into?
The polyjuice potion.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
It is the polyjuice potion.
Yeah, like, what do you mean? What do you mean listen very closely? That was super easy. How many points do I get? 3 and plus what I get right?
Well, no, it's just 3.
No.
So that's why it's a bonus question. If you would have got it wrong, you would have lost 3 points from your total. But now you add 3 to your total.
All right, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You got 18 out of 25.
Nice. You would have placed 4th?
I'll take that for someone who is not a Potterhead.
Yeah, we gave away an Elder Wand.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And fucking we had a tie. We had a 2-way tie for first.
So what do you do? You got to fight to the death?
I wish.
You just rip it in half and give it to both of them?
No. Could you imagine if I broke a wand in front of them?
It's broken in half. Like, here you go. Yeah, I just ending of Mean Girls to you. Get used to it.
No, so what we did was that I literally had to I was on my phone just looking up the hardest Potter questions ever. So we brought up a representative from both teams up to the DJ booth.
Oh, you did Super Final Jeopardy.
Pretty much, but so they could not rely on their teammates at all. So they couldn't pander to the teammates figure out what the answer was. So I asked them these random questions about Harry Potter, and if they both got it right or if they both got it wrong, we go on to another question.
Right.
If we did that 3 times, and they were still a tie, we would just be rock paper scissors after that.
Oh, keep asking questions.
No, but the one that broke the tie was how many staircases are in Hogwarts?
What?
Yep.
Did you do Price is Right? We just got to get the closest.
No, it was someone who got it right.
How many? Okay, I'm gonna guess 34.
142.
Yeah, right. Lying. Lying Ted over there.
Oh, so Fretz has already submitted his KOTR 300 questions.
What we got?
He's got some good stuff. Apparently he's gonna rehash the question that he talked to you on Talking with Tarashak.
Oh, that's fine.
It's about the work.
Oh boy. That'll be fun.
Yeah. So this week upcoming is Marvel trivia. That I'm doing tomorrow, but I'm still waiting on Tom to send me the freaking for Tom to send me the fucking trivia so I can go through it. I might add some stuff.
Yeah, do Lord of the Rings trivia, dude. I'll come and kick ass.
What would we give away? Because you want to add something to it all the time.
What would I give away?
No, what would we give away?
Would you give away?
We're gonna try to like tie in, like we want to give away a prize every week.
What's your budget?
Whatever we feel like. Tommy literally just said, "Buy for Raw tickets, I'll reimburse you."
If it was me, I'd either want like the Blu-ray set, like one of the 4K sets, like extended editions or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Or I would do like one of the hand-drawn maps of Middle Earth.
We get our hands on them, but yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta find them online. They're easy to find.
Yeah. It's like this week for Marvel, since Thor's coming out, we're gonna do like an AMC gift card.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because like it's hard to be like, oh, we got you tickets to Thor at such and such a date and time, because that's damn near like
It's a movie ticket. You just gotta guess.
Yeah.
It's Saturday 9 a.m. You don't want it, don't play.
What we're thinking about doing is doing Bad Bunny trivia.
There's enough trivia for Bad Bunny just by himself.
Yeah, the dude's about to be in a movie in the summer.
Good for him.
Yeah, and it's because the Bad Bunny's having a concert at Yankee fucking Stadium.
He'll sell it out.
He already has, I think.
Interesting. All right, dude.
Yeah.
I think it's time to hop.
Yeah, it's time to hop to because I got to watch Miss Marvel.
All right.
Bye,
everybody.
Let me know when the stream and stuff is good to go. Not the stream, the episode and stuff is good to load up and shit.
You just gotta take it off Twitch or YouTube.
Oh, okay, and do it that way.
Yeah, I couldn't save the audio. I did record though, and it sounded back. I think I fixed the issue. I had to clear the cache for whatever reason.
Gotcha. Okay, all right. I think I know how I'm gonna do this. All right, sounds good.
All right, just put the file on MediaFire, and I'll pick it up in the morning.
All right, sounds good.
All right, later.
Later. See you guys.
Midnight music.